So we're gonna set ourselves up for a straight back. A straight back's very important when when you're starting off. It's just knowing if you can even pull off a straight back. All right, so it's an experimental area, but let's go ahead and let's make an attempt at it. Now, when do you actually start turning for the straight back? Personally, I like to turn roughly around when my trailer gets to around this point, or even if myself just gets past the second space. All right, so it's roughly around that area. It's not like it all depends on what you do next in this particular part. So we're turning all the way to the right. Now we're going to make sure that we're not too close over here to where the swing of the trailer is going to hit, but I think we're going to be just fine. All right, so we're gonna keep going, and basically what we're trying to do here is rotate the trailer and pointing it towards over here. Now, once the trailer gets to around basically pointing to where it is right now, let's stop for a second. Basically where it gets pointing towards here, we want to start straightening up. All right, so I'm going to turn my steering wheel all the way to the left and start going forward. Now, if you turn too early, all right, you can fix it. Like as you can see here, I think I turned too early. Maybe just about. Okay, now I can fix that. All right, but let's go right back to where we were just were for just a second. Okay. Now instead of straightening up, all right, let's just go ahead and just go off to the right just a little bit, and then straighten up. As you can see, we're in much more of a better position right now. We're not at 100% dead straight back. We're going to have to do some maneuvering, but that is much better than the alternative, having to kind of offset it over. All right. So then we just do our straight back. Remember how much I love my straight backs. All right. And then now what I'm going to do here, this is what's going through my head. When I'm looking in the mirrors, I basically can tell myself, all I need to bring my as soon as my trailer gets to the center of where I need to go, I need to kind of whip the front of my trailer to the left. Okay, so let's start backing up slowly. All right, so I'm going to turn to the left. It's going to bring the front of the trailer to the left, and then we're going to crank it all the way back to the right again to straighten up, and then we have our straight back. Now, it's a very important back. You should always do this as much as you can, and because it's better to do as much maneuvering going forward than it is in reverse. It's just much safer. Now this is the exact same back, but with the blind spots turned on. Now we're going to turn at the exact same moment. All right, we're going to turn roughly around here, crank it hard to the right. Now, this is where it gets kind of weird for everybody, right? We've lost everything. We don't even know where anything is. So this is kind of where you have to use your memory. Basically, just do as you're told. Okay. Now we're going to make sure we don't hit our truck with the side of the trailer. Now, when do you start to turn? Now I'm going to go ahead and start turning roughly around now, even though I can't see what's going on because I can't see the trailer. All right. Now in the mirror over here, you might be able to see that trailer that was parked next to it. And if you do, in that mirror, all right, go ahead and start straightening up. All right. So let's go ahead and go forward nice and slowly. So I'm going to straighten up. And eventually I'm going to see it in over here. Ooh, see, I'm not pointing towards it yet, so I'm going to go back to the right. We're going to lose it. Let's go to the left, and I think we should be good. Yep, we are good. I can see in both mirrors that we are not hitting anything. So let's get back to a kind of a straight back. I'll be in a straight back here in a second. There we go. Get those steers pointing straight. So just slowly maneuvering. Now, just like in the previous back, I'm going to go ahead and get my trailer centered, and then I'm going to whip to the left, back to the right, and straight back. There you go. And that is setting up for a straight back.